Well, honey, it's that time of year where we get candy canes and we go on a Christmas vacation. Woo!
St. Patrick's Day?
No! Hello, guys, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to our 2024 Christmas Palooza!
Yep.
We have finally started watching Christmas movies. It took us fucking long enough. But yeah, so I'm Mari.
I'm Jay.
And today we are going to be talking about Candy Cane Lane and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Is that what it's called?
Yes, that's what it's called.
Okay.
You deserve a golden cookie.
Yay, cookie. No. All right, we're going to talk about Candy Cane Lane first, which came out last year. Mm-hmm. So why don't you explain what Candy Cane Lane's about?
It's about Eddie Murphy trying to win a Christmas lighthouse competition, and then he gets mixed up with a disgraced elf
named Pepper,
and he has to find the rings that make up the 12 days of Christmas before he gets turned into a stop-motion
character.
Toy.
Stop-motion toy character.
Yes. That's
literally the plot. I'm not joking. This was actually the plot for this, and I liked this movie. I thought it was pretty good. It's a bit silly, but it's endearing. It's an endearing, film, in my opinion. But what did you think of it, honey? I want to know your opinion. Because I personally liked this movie. I thought it was fun.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really watch live-action family films that much anymore.
Like you used to.
Sure, but I was I didn't even watch them that much when I was a kid, so.
I've seen quite a bit.
I don't know. I've seen worse. But I don't think I consider this better. I don't know. It's just meh to me. It was sitcom type, family movie sitcom stuff that I don't care for to watch. And it was just kind of. The CGI was really bad.
I don't think it was that bad.
It was pretty bad.
It was not that bad. It could have been worse.
It was pretty bad. Sorry, we're tired. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. We're talking about Christmas movies.
That's because you decided we needed to wait till Sunday.
But, yeah, I mean, I don't... It was just meh, you know? I'm not gonna watch it again. I don't know. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't anything that memorable to me.
Well, what did you think of the whole idea of it? The idea of, or the plot of it? Because I thought it was an interesting take on a Christmas movie. It's not the worst thing I've seen, but it has, character to it, at least. It's something different. Also, we got Black Santa for once. Yay. We got a Black Santa for once.
We did get a Black Santa, but I'm sure there's other movies that have Black Santa in it that have more Black Santa. Wait. I'm really trying to think. We literally watched this movie 2 hours ago, and I am
Also, for the record, this movie was 2 hours. That's the thing I was surprised at. I don't think I've ever seen a Christmas movie be 2 hours.
That's insane. Why? There's no reason for a Christmas movie to be 2 hours.
Yeah,
I don't want a 2-hour Christmas movie.
That's something I was definitely surprised at, because I was like, why is this 2 hours?
I don't want that.
I don't really feel the time for it, except, kind of toward the end, but, other than that, it went by pretty quick, in my opinion. I didn't feel the time with it. But that's just me personally. I really didn't feel the time with it, but I don't know if other people will. But I think it's decent. I think it's a decent Christmas movie. Not the best one out there, but I think for something that came out last year, I feel like they did a pretty good attempt at it. I like
it's an original idea. I'll give it that.
At least it's something hasn't been like done before. So, and I liked the bond.
But the tone of it has been done so many times.
Yeah, tone definitely.
A tone that I care to ever watch in my free time. Let's just say that.
But yeah, like, it is a different take on something, because, like, we've kind of noticed, like, people have been kind of unoriginal with some Christmas ideas within the last few years, or we haven't really had that many Christmas, like, things in a while, so the fact that this actually came out last year, and it's semi-decent, I think it's pretty good, in my opinion, like, sure, they could have done a little bit better, and they couldn't have made it as corny, but it's kind of what you kind of get with Christmas movies, though, sometimes. You kind of get the corny to it a little bit, but don't forget, like, they at least did something different. Like, can we at least give them that? They at least did something different. Like, because I give them that credit. I think it was different. And I personally liked the premise of it, and I liked the bond between the dad and the youngest daughter. I thought that was really wholesome. Also, the fact that literally all of them are named after Christmas terms, I thought that was...
You see, you have a lot more to say about it than I do. Actually, both of these movies you probably will have a lot more to say about them.
Are you serious right now?
I don't, like, to me, like, you gotta try really fucking hard for me to get into a Christmas movie that isn't already nostalgic to me.
Oh my gosh, Jay.
Like, even the ones I look back on, they're like, oh, I guess it's not as good as I thought it was, you know?
I'm curious to see what you're gonna say about, like, the next one we're going to talk about. But personally, for like a Christmas movie, would I personally watch Candy Cane Lane again? Maybe. I did think it was good, though. I feel like for it coming out last year and doing a different take on it, I think it's pretty good. I can't believe they actually came out with one last year. I think I heard like ads about it, but I never really paid attention to it. But I guess if someone was playing it in the background, I would totally watch it again. But like, would I go and put the effort to watch this again? It's kind of a maybe. Like, Pepper, I feel like, was a bit annoying, though. But she
served her role.
She did serve her role, though. But she was a bit annoying. But for the way that they did portray her, she at least had... Like, she's annoying in some aspects, but I can kind of see why they did the character like that. You know, and also just the fact that, like, I just can't believe they decided, hey, let's literally call her Pepper instead of Peppermint, which I thought was interesting. And the fact that she literally was basically cheating to get people to lose the game, which I thought was kind of crazy. Oh, so I liked the whole thing about letting them do something with the 12 Days of Christmas. I thought that was also an interesting take on it. Mm-hmm. I actually liked, for the animation we did get, I did think it was good. Not super good, but I think it looked interesting, though. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta admit, at least the 12 Days of Christmas tree looked nice. Like, come on. Can we at least admit that?
I liked the... I don't know. I mean, the stop motion was an idea. That was better than the actual CG.
Yeah. Like, I feel like they at least... there was at least love put into the movie. They at least attempted to make something good. It may have not hit the mark, but I feel like for an attempt, it was good. You know? Mm-hmm. Like, think about it. When have you had, like, a movie like this come out? I feel like we haven't really had a movie like this come out either in a very long time or, like, in the last, like, couple years. I'm just happy we got some original ideas coming out of this, at least. But I'm just saying, I know it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and I know it's not really my beans' cup of tea, but I do think it has some good ideas to it. They missed the mark, but they do have good ideas. And I think that's a good thing to kind of praise it for. Because, fun fact, Eddie Murphy actually produced this. So, I give Eddie credit. He at least came up with an interesting idea and kind of rolled with it. I think that's good. That's a good thing to kind of praise a little bit, you know. I wish we had more like this. But that's just me. I would personally give this probably like a 7 out of 10. It's a decent movie. Is it the best Christmas movie ever made? No. Does it have character? Yeah. But I give it a 7. It does have like some cliches in it, but all things have cliches nowadays. But for the fact that we actually got like an original idea, kind of lets me put it a little bit higher than, some others at least. But yeah, I give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's decent. What do you think? What do you give it out of 10?
I give it a 5 out of 10.
I had a feeling you were going to give it that. Honestly, like, you tend to give, like, your ratings between 5s and 7s most of the time.
I could go lower. I could go 4, 3.
I get it, but, like, we'll take a 5 at least. Like, would you watch it again or no?
No.
I probably would have. I would probably watch it again if someone, like, had it on or something in the background. I would probably sit down and watch it, but would I go out of my way to watch it again? Maybe. It would depend. But, yeah, that's basically them to talk about Candy Cane Lane. Now we're going to talk about another... supposedly this is a Christmas classic. I think I've seen it before, technically, but I don't remember if I have. It feels familiar. We're going to talk about National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
I've never seen. Apparently it's a Christmas classic.
Yeah, this movie came out in 1989, and it kind of shows in some aspects.
A little bit.
My goodness. But, why don't you explain what it's about? Because from when I was looking this up, there's a lot of movies for National Lampoon. Mm-hmm. I didn't think there was that many. There's, like, at least 10 for the main franchise, and apparently there's, like, a few spin-offs, and I'm like, damn. This family has that many adventures? Like, damn. Like,
I don't know, maybe.
I'm curious if what some of the other movies from this franchise are good, especially after this one. But anyway, why don't you explain what this one's about, honey?
You explain it, because you probably...
All right, fine, I'll explain it, since you explained that one. So, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is basically about a family, Sparky and his family, who are basically trying to fill Sparky's dream of having a big family Christmas, and he wanted to basically celebrate it with pretty much everyone in his family. It basically consists of his main family, which is him, his wife, and his 2 kids, with his parents, the wife's parents, cousin, and his family. Mm-hmm. And I think, like, a few aunts and uncles?
I guess.
I think that's who the other 2 are, I believe. Well, we also get... No, that's cousin. The guy that was in the blue suit, that was his cousin. He's not related. That's the cousin.
Oh.
That's what I'd noticed.
Oh, okay.
If they're his brother, I'm genuinely surprised, but I think the movie said that's his cousin. But anyway, so it's basically them all crammed into Sparky's house, which is, it's decent size, but it's not big to hold like 10 fucking people. So a lot of people are basically staying in multiple beds in the same room, which, how the fuck did they have this many people in their house? Where are they putting all the extra people? I know before they had, like, the cousin in them, they were already crowded as it is. Where are y'all putting all these other people? Are they all just sleeping in the living room?
I don't know.
Like, that's something I thought was kind of weird. But what did you think of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? Because I thought it was... It's a bit interesting.
I don't think it was that funny. It just sucks because this is meant to be a comedy.
It wasn't really that funny either. Like, I'm actually surprised. Like, this was kind of one of those movies to where I feel like it's more a product of its time than now. Like, I feel like if we watched it, like, a few years back, like, if we watched it, like, around the time it came out, we'd probably find it more funny. Uh-huh. But for, like, 2024, it's not really that funny. Also, Sparky, why were you looking at the girl so much? You have a fucking wife and kids. He kept oogling and ogling at this one checkout lady, and I had so much of an issue with it. It pissed me off. She wasn't even that good looking. I'm just going to say that right now. She wasn't even that good looking. Anyway. This one's definitely a product of its time, in my personal opinion. What are you doing, Jay?
I don't know. I'm just like, man, I'm fat.
You're not fat. We're not having this conversation on stream, honey. Not stream, I mean a podcast.
I don't know. It was just like not really all that funny. It was a product of its time, and I was like, man, I thought it was gonna be
a lot
more
funnier,
better than this.
Because here's the thing: like originally we were gonna do a Medea Christmas, and then
we realized that we watched this already,
but we never did it for a podcast. Like literally, we watched it like I think it was like a year or two ago, and Jay fucking didn't even remember, and I didn't
remember it. Honestly,
I kept telling you for 2 straight days
That's how
that we had
forgetful I
seen
am
it.
of Medea. Like honestly, I was just like, man, Medea just doesn't hold any registration in my head whatsoever.
I literally kept telling you we had seen this
but it
movie.
didn't for you either. So
I remembered it more than you.
Okay.
But anyway, we were originally going to do that, and then we decided last minute we were going to do National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I don't see why it was considered a Christmas vacation, though. That's the thing I thought was kind of weird. Because they didn't really fucking leave. Everyone came to them. So that kind of, like...
I have no idea.
Surprised me a bit. I don't like Sparky. I think I'm not trying to be mean.
He's a butt.
He's a fucking idiot.
He's an idiot?
He's an idiot, but not as an idiot as some other cartoon dads. Like... He's more of like a dick and an idiot, but half of those, and then they smush them together. Not even a whole idiot and not even a whole dick. Like, basically, if you took 2 of them in half and smushed them together, that's basically Sparky, in my opinion. And I just... I could not like him. Like, I tried to like him. I really can't. Honestly, the best fucking character...
A dicklet.
And we could say that. Honestly, I liked his wife a lot more. She at least made some fucking sense. How the fuck did she marry him and have 2 kids?
Mm-hmm.
Like, genuinely, how do you marry somebody like this guy and have 2 whole kids? Like, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely wonder, like, what she sees in this man. Honestly. Like, does he have a big heart? Yes. But he's a fucking idiot. Now I can see why her parents are kind of more like, why did you marry this man? I can kind of see that. Honestly, the relatives were a lot funnier in my opinion. Not like haha funny, but they at least were more entertaining than Sparky was. All he wanted to do was basically get a pool for everybody. That's literally the gist of this whole thing. And basically having a good Christmas. He did get better as the movie went on a little bit. I liked it. Him trying to give the cousins' kids, like, a nice, Christmas and stuff. Mm-hmm. If I had to pick, though, definitely his cousin is way more of a dick than him. I will say that. He was way more
He didn't even think about giving his kids, like, anything.
And that pissed me off. I'm like, bruh, you have 2 kids. If you don't want to give your kids gifts, then don't have kids. Why are you having kids and not giving them anything? They literally looked no older than, like, 7 or 8. Like, bruh. I will never understand people, but I also thought it was interesting that they did, like, a countdown to Christmas. But first off, why are your cousins staying there for an entire month? Why
broke? I don't know.
Like, I thought that was kind of weird. Like, this movie in general is a product of its time and fucking weird. In some aspects. Not everything, but in some aspects. Mm-hmm. To where you get to, basically the climax of the story, and I didn't really feel any sympathy for him. I was like, I have a feeling you're not going to get fucking anything. And then the guy, also his boss was honestly better. I like that he actually changed his mind, but why did the cousin have to fucking kidnap the man? He should have taken it literally. That I will admit was funny, though. I didn't think he was actually going to do it.
He was going to kidnap him.
I did think that was funny. That's something I will fucking admit. That was funny. But other than that, this movie's, like, okay. I probably wouldn't watch it again, honestly. Like, I think it's okay.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't watch it again. I don't know why. Like, a classic, probably back then, yeah. Now, probably not.
Yeah.
There's
honestly better movies.
There's better movies to watch than this.
I will say this, though. I highly doubt I would probably do a franchise video on National Lampoon because I'm not going to lie. If all the other movies are like this...
You don't have to do a franchise video on all of the franchises in the world.
I understand that, but, like... I'm just saying, I don't feel like we would ever do one for this because there's literally, like, so many. I didn't think there was going to be that many. There's, like, over 20. What are y'all doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just saying, if all the other movies are like this, I wouldn't even want to fucking watch it. Genuinely. Like, I feel bad for the people that do like this movie, but... It's not really It's not really my cup of tea. I'm sorry for the people that genuinely like this movie, but this is not my cup of tea. I'm lucky that we actually got through this and stuff. And every time I thought it was going to be over, it wasn't over. So I'm like, damn. It's still fucking going.
Yep.
Because I thought, like, after they did the lights, oh, the movie's done. Nope, it's still going. Oh, they fixed the Christmas tree. Oh, the movie's still going. And I'm like, damn. Like, and then the time where it actually...
Like, stop going!
And then the time where it actually does end, it didn't really feel like the ending.
You're like, cut!
They're still going! Why? I just said cut. So, literally the actual ending didn't feel like an ending because of the way they did all the fake endings, in my opinion. I'm going to call them fake endings because that's kind of what they were. But, yeah... Honestly, I would not watch this again. I'm genuinely surprised that this movie didn't hold up. I feel like it would have. Anyway, I'm rambling again.
It's okay.
I tend to do that.
We have nothing much to say. What's your rating, then?
I give it 4.
I give it a 4, too.
It's a 4, honestly.
It's a 4.
Like, I wouldn't watch this again.
I wouldn't watch it again.
Wouldn't even give the franchise a chance.
I'm just like, man, the more we go down the slug of Christmas movies we haven't seen, I'm like, oh yeah, there's a reason why I probably put these last.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm just like, man, I'm just looking for a good one at this point.
I feel like the next one I'm going to show you is going to be good because we're going to review the Frosty the Snowman franchise because I've been wanting to fucking do that for 2 years now.
Goodness.
And I'm excited for that. I am excited.
Ugh.
Yeah, we're going to be reviewing the Frosty the Snowman franchise, which is at least 4 or 5 movies.
Yeah.
Which I'm happy about. But anyway, we will get to that when we get to that. But as always, I am Mari.
I am Jay.
Thank you all for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.